The smartest sports YouTuber back with another video. And in this video, we gotta talk about Joe Monster Dick Burrow versus Justin the Pervert Herbert. Absolute domination by Joe Burrow in week 16. Joe Burrow proving once again why he is clearly the better quarterback, the more elite quarterback, just in general, just better. If we look at this week, 525, Mr. 525 himself. 525 yards, 4 touchdowns, 0 interceptions against the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, Herbert the Pervert's over there against the Houston Texans. The bum-ass Texans throwing 2 interceptions, including a late pick six in the fourth quarter when he could have cut the lead down to 1 score. Throws a pick six, ends the game. Absolutely terrible. Justin Herbert now leads the league in interceptions, so all the Herbert trolls, Herbert fanboys were on Joe Burrow about, oh, he's an interception machine. Now what? Now Justin Herbert leads the league in interceptions. Joe Burrow hasn't thrown an interception in 3 straight games, and you want to know why? It's because Joe Burrow's getting his mobility back. He's able to extend more plays. He's able to feel the pocket better, and he's elite at doing that when he's at his best, when he's actually healthy, and he's starting to get that back. That's why his turnovers has cut down, just like his rookie year. He was great at taking care of the football, and he's getting back to that. And he's the most explosive passer in the league. The most deep touchdown passes is Joe Burrow, and it's not even close. It's not close at all. So Joe Burrow happens to be the most accurate quarterback in the league, top 2, top 3 in completion percentage. And the person in front of him in completion percentage averages way shorter distance thrown with the football. And Joe Burrow has the best on target throw percentage. He has the best bad throw percentage. So looking at the numbers, it's clear that Joe Burrow is the most accurate quarterback in the league. I mean, he just threw for 525 yards in only 46 attempts. So it's not like he had 60 attempts and threw for 525. He only threw the ball 46 times to get to 525 yards. And guess what? He completed 80% of those passes. 80% of those passes, and he had a couple drops. So Joe Burrow's just showing why he is elite. He's better than Herbert the Pervert, and it's not really close. It shouldn't be a debate, but it is because Herbert delusional dick riders just are gonna point to his rookie year when Joe Burrow got hurt. So it is what it is. I mean, Justin Herbert. I said Justin Herbert's going to be an interception machine. Joe Burrow is not. Joe Burrow had that stint of interceptions. A lot of them were bad luck. If you look at it, Joe Burrow has more interceptions than turnover worthy plays. So usually a player will have a lot more turnover worthy plays than interceptions. But Joe Burrow, that just shows that Joe Burrow has had bad luck with his interceptions this year. And yeah, Justin Herbert, he's going to throw more interceptions than Joe Burrow on a regular basis. Joe Burrow's catching up to him in yards and touchdowns. Joe Burrow already has a way higher passer rating, a way higher completion percentage. Joe Burrow's graded number 1 in PFF, so it's really not up for debate. If you want to point to the stats, if you want to point to their impact on their team, Joe Burrow with a team that came in that was supposed to finish last place, a team that's in the toughest division in football. Joe Burrow has his team in first place. Justin Herbert down the stretch has played like absolute shit. It's no surprise that the later the season gets, the worse Justin Herbert gets, because Justin Herbert has that choker DNA in him. That is why he keeps throwing pick sixes in the fourth quarter to lose his team games. He just lost to the bum-ass Texans throwing a pick six in the fourth quarter. Before that, he lost a game to the Broncos where he threw multiple interceptions, including another pick six in the fourth quarter. So Justin Herbert's becoming a fourth quarter interception machine, an interception machine in general. Justin Herbert's costing his team games, and I mean, now they're on the brink. They might even miss the playoffs. I don't think they will, because I mean, they have the Broncos and Raiders up next. They should be able to beat those teams, but you never know, because Herbert the Pervert's just out there shitting bricks and just playing like absolute dog shit. Meanwhile, Joe Burrow's out here having his best games late in the season, like I said, because the later the season gets, the healthier he's going to feel with his knee, the more comfortable he's going to feel with his knee. And you clearly see that. You clearly see the mobility getting back, and that was one of the key things of why Joe Burrow was so good coming out of college, because he can extend plays. His pocket mobility, his pocket movement is elite. His accuracy is obviously elite, and his arm has gotten stronger from his rookie year. I mean, look at the last throw to Joe Mixon. That was 50 air yards, so the ball traveled over 50 yards in stride to Joe Mixon, and that was off of 1 foot. So I don't want to hear anything about, oh, Joe Burrow doesn't have a strong enough arm. Look at the throw to T. Higgins. That was also another throw that was over 50 air yards that Joe Burrow just launched and threw a perfect ball to T. Higgins so T. Higgins could go up and high point the ball in between two defenders. So, yeah, Joe Burrow has a good arm, not great arm strength. Joe Burrow has good enough arm strength. He has a good arm to make all the throws on the field. Plus, he's the most accurate quarterback in the league. Plus, he's one of the most, if not the most, just best pocket presence, best pocket mobility, all of the above. So his escapability is second to none. And these are just facts, and he's getting it back, and that's why he's starting to dominate teams. That's why he hasn't thrown a pick in 3 straight weeks. So I'm just spitting all the facts. You can't really deny anything I'm saying because I'm using hard, cold facts. There's a reason why he's graded number 1 in PFF. Like I said, a lot of the interceptions aren't his fault. So right there, people say, oh, see, he has 14 interceptions. How can he be up there? Well, first of all, the turnovers aren't his fault. He's the most explosive passer in the league by a mile. If you want to look at 20-yard plus touchdowns, he leads the league by far the most. If you want to look at 30, 40, 50, he leads the league by far with the most touchdown passes of those yardage. So it's really not a surprise. I mean, Joe Burrow is by far the most explosive passer. He's great in the pocket. He has the best accuracy in football. So these are elite, and he's one of the best leaders, if not the best leader in the sport of football. So I don't know how anyone could say that robotic freak, Herbert the pervert, is better. I mean, Herbert can go on and be like a Carson Wentz type, or he can have a hot and cold season. I mean, if you look at Justin Herbert's last 3 games, he's starting to fall apart. He's starting to be an interception machine. You know why? Because the later the season gets, his choker DNA just has to come out. When he's playing for the playoffs, when he's playing for the division, he starts to choke. And that's what happens in college. That's what happens in his NFL career. Meanwhile, Joe Burrow, the later it gets, the better Joe Burrow gets because Joe Burrow is clutch. Justin Herbert is not. And the one thing Herbert nutriders will say, oh, Justin Herbert leads the league in game-winning drives. Well, a perfect example of that is Justin Herbert will get his team behind, just like there was a game where Tua threw a pick 6 to tie the game against the Jets, and then he goes down and scores, led by his run game, and guess what? That counts as a game-winning drive for Tua, and that's not impressive. That's not clutch. So stats can be taken out of context, and that's one of them, game-winning drives. Justin Herbert puts himself in more of those positions because Joe Burrow actually gives his team the lead and actually sustains the lead, just like this Ravens game where the Ravens were not going away. Anytime the Bengals would make it a 3-score game or a 2-score game, the Ravens would come back down, score a touchdown, and Joe Burrow would score right after just to put it to bed. Just like it was a 13-point game, like 10 minutes in the fourth quarter, and Joe Burrow goes down, scores a touchdown, puts it to bed, throws for 525. All the Herbert nutriders are scared. They're not showing up. They're dead silent in the comment section. Absolutely pathetic. So I just want to know where the Herbert nutriders and the trolls are. So you can suck on 525, 4 touchdowns, no picks. Go fuck yourself. It's that simple. Justin Herbert's out here choking and losing games against the fucking Houston Texans. So all the trolls that were like, Joe Burrow lost to the Jets. Joe Burrow lost to the Jets. First of all, he threw 1 interception in that game. Besides that, he had a great game. He had 3 touchdowns, 1 pick, and he should have had 4 touchdowns, but his receiver dropped it. Well, actually, he should have had 5 touchdowns, but yeah, Joe Burrow didn't lose his team against the Jets, but people want to say that, so you gotta blame Herbert for losing against the Texans. You just have to. These are just the facts. He threw 2 interceptions. Both of them they scored off of. Well, one of them was a pick 6. The other one they went down and scored. So that's 14 points off of Justin Herbert's turnovers. And I just want that same energy. So I'm just spitting all the facts. All the Herbert trolls are just mad. They're disappeared. And I'm glad people are starting to finally have the discussion of Joe Burrow in the top 5 because Joe Burrow is in the top 5. Joe Burrow is a top 5 quarterback, no doubt about it. Number 1 in PFF. Top 2 in completion percentage, top 2 in passer rating. top like 6 in yards, top 7 in touchdowns, top 6 or 7 in touchdowns. So he's in the top of everything. And yeah, finally Joe Burrow is starting to get some buzz around the league, because some people were just enamored with a big arm and, oh, Justin Herbert has such a strong arm. Oh my God, that's all he's got on Joe Burrow is arm strength. Pocket mobility, Joe Burrow's better than accuracy. Joe Burrow's better anticipation. Joe Burrow's better. Joe Burrow's better at like everything besides arm strength. So, well, actually, Justin Herbert's better at throwing pick sixes in the fourth quarter. So I will give him that. But besides that, Joe Burrow is just far superior than Justin Herbert the pervert, and it is what it is. I'll just leave that video off there. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and you just listen to the smartest sports YouTuber on the planet. That's a fact. And I'm out.